So good morning, I'm out here today. Another grey day. But I've got my seed storage and I am definitely going to plant the broad beans. Didn't get around to it the last couple of years, so I'm definitely going to do it this year. And I hope to dig out the garlic that I've stored and see what's usable to replant. So that's my two main goals for in the back garden. Well, last year I think I had onions along here. So I think I'm going to put the broad beans in this bed. That way, even if they're tall, you won't get too much in the way of other stuff. Yep, that's my plan. Okay, so I can't find my fork, so I have to use a spade and carefully try and dig up the potatoes. Let's see how it goes. So I've just harvested the Sapomira. I planted them quite late and I can't remember exactly how late. I'd have to look at the videos. I only watered them a few times during the drought, and that during all the rain we've had recently, they haven't got blight. I think Sapomira is supposed to be blight resistant. I chucked them in, I didn't put them very deep, I didn't earth them back up. The wildlife definitely dug up some between the foxes and badgers and stuff. And let me show you what I've harvested. This is what I harvested. And I probably could put, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe about 12 potatoes in this bed. And this is what I got back. Way more. Now, considering how late it is in the year, and the blight that normal potatoes would have got, I am very pleased. The size of some of them are like crazy, and I mean there was a couple that were right at the top and so they got chewed by the wildlife. But you know, some like that, some like this. Okay, quite a few that size, but good selection. I've only seen a few of them with what I call bug holes, so I'm really pleased, especially with how late it is. It's November, we haven't had a frost yet, and I've only just dug them up. So I think going forward, as long as these taste alright, I'm going to save the smaller ones as seed potatoes, because they weren't cheap. They'll probably be even more expensive next year. And I'm definitely, well, in this bed, when I've taken them out, I'm going to put the garlic. But when the garlic comes out, I'll probably put some more potatoes back in that bed late in the year. And yeah, I'd be tempted to do more of this variety in ground. I'll have to see whether the bed next to the greenhouse ends up as squash plants or potatoes. Depends what I feel I need next year. But I'm really happy with that harvest. I'm not scrubbing these, but I am giving them a quick wash. I know you're not supposed to. This is what I would rather do. Just got to try and not get too wet and not get the phone wet. So this is them washed. Those weren't Sarpomyra, those were, but they're slug damaged. And look at this one. You can see the claw marks. I reckon that was from a badger rather than a fox. But yes, quite a good haul. Yes, they've got scab, but that's not surprising because of the dry weather. But still a great return on the number of potatoes I put in the ground. Look at this lavender growing in the gutter. I'm going to dig it up and save it. So for now, I'm just going to tuck it into this bed and hope it survives. But if it could survive in the harsh conditions of the gutter, I think that will grow well there. I've picked out some of my biggest cloves, bulbs of garlic. I'm going to break them up into the cloves and plant them out. That's the garlic planted. Everything is about a hand width apart. I think there'll be something like 70 heads of garlic if they all come up. And I only picked the bigger cloves. I've still got all that to use over the winter. that netting's not perfect, but it should deter the foxes and stuff from digging around there, and hopefully most of it survive. I have a half-ripe strawberry. The weather really doesn't know what it's doing. Well, that sun is going down. It's rather bright. And I think that will do for today. I think I'm going to have to cover that first bed with some black plastic. And I'll probably have to cover most of these unless I decide to sow some seeds in them. So, thanks for watching. Bye for now.